In the heart of a forest, so green and so wide, lived a clever young fox named Freddy, who loved to run and hide. One sunny morning, while exploring a new part of the woods, Freddy stumbled upon a secret clearing. And what did he find? A bush laden with the most beautiful, shiny red fruit he had ever seen. They looked so sweet, so juicy. Wow! Freddy gasped, his eyes wide with delight. Ito kabite. And the flavor exploded in his mouth. It was even better than he imagined. A thought popped into his clever little head. This fruit is amazing. It's too good to share. I'll keep it all for myself. With a mischievous grin, Freddy got to work. He spent the entire day digging a deep, dark hole right beneath the roots of a giant oak tree. He carefully picked every single fruit from the bush, one by one, and carried them to his secret hiding spot. There, he said, panting but proud, as he covered the hole with leaves and twigs. No one will ever find my treasure. This delicious fruit is all for me. He felt so smart, so sneaky. But the days that followed grew hot, hotter than Freddy could remember. The sun beat down on the forest floor, and the air was thick and still. Freddy, thinking of his delicious hidden stash, would lick his lips. He decided to save them for a special occasion, rationing his other, less tasty food. After a week, his stomach started to rumble with real hunger. Aha, he thought. Now is the time to enjoy my prize. He hurried to the old oak tree and eagerly dug away the leaves. But as he opened the hole, a terrible smell hit his nose. It was sour and awful. He peered inside, and his heart sank. The beautiful, red, juicy fruits were no longer beautiful, red, or juicy. They had turned into a mushy, moldy, disgusting mess. The heat had spoiled every single one. Freddy's stomach cried out in hunger. All his secret treasure was ruined. Just then, some of his friends walked by Barnaby, the bear with a honeycomb, dripping with golden honey, and Squeaky the squirrel with a paw full of crunchy acorns. They waved at him, their faces full of cheer, but Freddy was too ashamed and too sad to even say hello. He just sat by his smelly, rotten fruit, feeling a deep sense of despair. How could he have been so foolish? As he sat there, moping, a gentle voice spoke. What seems to be the trouble? Little one, it was Grandma Deer, her kind eyes full of wisdom. She nosed at the spoiled fruit and then looked at Freddy's sad face. She didn't scold him. Instead, she smiled warmly and said, "Ah, a tough lesson, I see. Greed, my dear Freddy, often promises a feast, but leaves you with an empty stomach and a heavy heart. True joy, you'll find, doesn't come from keeping things all to yourself. It grows when you share it with others." Freddy looked at the ground, his ears drooping. He knew she was right. "I just wanted it all for myself," he mumbled. Grandma Deer nodded. "But look," she said gently, "your friends have plenty, and they would have gladly shared with you, just as you could have shared your fruit with them. Sharing makes everything last longer, especially happiness." Tears welled up in Freddy's eyes. He finally understood. He lifted his head and saw his friends looking back, concerned. Taking a deep breath, he called out, "I'm sorry, I was being selfish." Barnaby and Squeaky immediately ran over. "It's okay, Freddy," said Barnaby, offering him a piece of the sweet honeycomb. "We were worried about you," Squeaky added, pushing a perfect acorn into his paw. Freddy's heart felt light for the first time in days. He took a small bite, and it was the best food he had ever tasted, not because of the flavor, but because it was shared with friends. From that day on, Freddy the Fox became the most generous animal in the forest. He learned that hoarding only leads to waste, but the joy of sharing creates a feast that never ends. He finally understood the true power of friendship and harmony. Thank you so much for joining us for Freddy's story today. If you enjoyed it and want to hear more tales from the forest, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you next time.